Are you ready to rumble?
I don't know. I'm not much of a fighter.
Well,
Choose your fighter.
I'm a drowner.
Yep.
What?
I like milk. Not as much as you, Dennis, though.
I love milk. I have bought gallon and finished. I started it with an Indian accent.
Look what you've done.
Literally, he said a moment ago, I'm not going to do the stupid Indian accent that's been in my head for a week. I'm not going to do the Indian accent. I'm not going to do the Indian accent. First words out of his mouth. Hello, everybody. Are you ready to go?
I literally I told Andrew, I'm like, so when I do the Indian accent, my tongue sits in a certain way in my mouth and it's stuck in that way at all times now. So like I am always Indian and it's crazy. I can't stop.
It feels like you need a chiropractor to adjust your jaw.
It's always,
I can help.
My tongue is always stuck in Indian.
Just one good punch. I mean, crack.
The best part was I did a DoorDash the other day and had to pick up food from an Indian restaurant after talking to the person in my head named Ali. I have like long conversations.
He now has an imaginary friend named after Aladdin's.
I told Andrew, I'm like, I legit made a story for Ali. He had a pet goat that was turned into he was turned into a pillow because I saw a pillow on the side of the road and I was trying to fix my computer in my car, and I was like, "Hey Ali," and he goes, "Do you see that goat there? Do you see that pillowcase on the floor right there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Ali." And he goes, "That was my favorite goat." It was just a pillow that was like shredded on the side of Federal. I was
there are several things wrong with this.
So hi guys, we're here. I'm Dennis, Andrew, Jason, Kevin, Dennis.
You're all of us?
My mouth is burning.
We're doing well. We're all here again. We're back. We're finally, Dennis. I said my name again. At least it's not Indian.
We are Dennis.
So we have a lot of things, but first things first, I'm doing this for my little baby boy Nier, because I made him cry apparently. So in case you guys don't know, Redirected is now a part of a bigger gaming community. It's not necessarily like the channels merged with other people, but you'll see some of them.
The Discord is.
Yeah, the community side of it. We have an 18 plus. I had to say that, made that important. Because it's 18. Definitely 18 plus. So like we'll have Redirected for you little yins, your little youngins, but for the grown-ups,
there is a Discord of adults hanging out with adults playing games, enjoying each other's company.
There will be a link below. If you do content creation, it's great for you because there's some channels for you to promote your stuff. If you do anything, you want to play with people that play Destiny, New World, Halo Infinite's coming out soon. It's the multiplayer's out, but there's that. So it's just a good place for anyone that kind of wants to hang out. And we also do there's some mental health awareness things on there.
And the name is super important because the name defines every last one of the groups that join together to make it.
It is doing it wrong, and then the underlining statement is, but it's working. And that's with a lot of things in life.
Because if you've watched us play anything, which I hope you have because you're here, you know we don't do any of it right.
Especially,
but it works.
Mario.
We had Nier appear on an episode today of Jack and Dexter. It took him. You don't know directions.
It took me 20. No, I know directions, but I kept running into walls. It took me 21 minutes to get a vehicle somewhere, and that Jason heard it because I was like, I had to get to a certain point, and I was on the stairs. Literally, my vehicle blew up, and I had 10 seconds left, and I was running towards it. I'm like, I'm there. I'm almost there. It's right there. It's right there. No. And then I heard Jason go, "What is going on?" And I'm like, "Shut up, Jason." It was just so stressful. But we had Nier explain it there because he is the owner technically of it. It used to be a different group we were hanging out with called Mactar, nerds. And they asked me while we were in the hotel. He called me. He goes, "So Sexta and Darren, they're a couple, want to do some kind of merger thing." And he goes, "I think honestly your group would be fantastic in it," because he goes, "You guys are growing at a great rate, and you guys are just." You guys have new aspects and new ideas for a different kind of style of content.
I was surprised to find out that our follower count, like our subscription count and everything, is like right on par with everybody else's.
Where we actually, in the last 2 days, have gone up 5 subs. Or 6 now.
Hi,
We're at
welcome
one-
everybody.
We're at 172
insane.
now. When we were at the
Just a
hotel, we were
little
at
bit.
166.
Not
so
always in a good way.
you know who's not
And
subscribed?
I have
Kevin.
2-foot Twizzlers.
Huh?
Kevin's
Kevin.
not subscribed.
Why are you not subscribed?
I'm kidding.
I-
He was one
What
of
is
the
wrong
first.
with
I am
You
100%
need to
sub.
subscribe to the channel.
He subscribed before we even invited him to
Fine.
the group. I
I'll go
think.
make another account quick, you know.
Yes, do. I have 14.
He actually
And he tried
does
to sub with all 14.
And then it broke the internet for everyone because all of Andrew's subs on his one channel don't even show up for people.
I don't have subscriber counts on my second channel.
The Plus channel, I don't know what happened to that. The subscriber count on that. It's been going up though on its own, which is nice. Without
Haven't done
content, so yeah. Which we're doing an oil change video on that, Jason. I don't know why. I was driving in the
on
car.
changing the oil on your car.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it and be like, "Do you guys?" I'm gonna do it like an infomercial. Do you drive
well,
a vroom
in
vroom
that
like
case-
I do?
How many times have you changed your own oil before?
I've done it 3 times in my life. Most recently, like 2 years ago. So
Okay.
I've done it, but I thought it'd be funny to do it as someone that's not like a great at it. Like I can do it, but I want to be like, "Hey guys, do you drive a vroom vroom like me that needs go-go juice?" Well, guess what? This is the video for you because I'm inexperienced as an oil changer. So you're gonna oil change yourself with me changing myself. I have
think
it
he's
written
gone
down.
mad.
I wrote it down a little. I have gone crazy this last few weeks driving by myself. I realized that Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard is no longer called that. It's called the Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
What?
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 Think about it. Martin Luther King had a dream.
No.
No.
Did somebody actually do that, or are you just making more jokes that you shouldn't be making?
No,
need to know.
I was driving down the street and I remembered like there's always that comment that every single Martin Luther King Avenue or Boulevard is like mostly known as being really ghetto and really bad. It has a bad rap.
Usually.
And I was like, I drove down it and I saw the word Boulevard and my brain said Boulevard of Broken Dreams. And I was like, oh my God, that actually kind of works. Because everything he was
Oh my God.
for, those streets are kind of not like what he
Well,
was for.
I'd say this: it's the darkest places that need the most hope.
Yeah.
So, like, he might be turning in his grave for the way some of the people treat the streets named after him.
Yeah.
But they're exactly where they need to be. Like,
Yeah, because people look up at the street and go,
now
maybe I should.
we could use a couple more of them in neighborhoods that aren't known for that, so that his name stops getting associated with the wrong kind of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hope is definitely needed in the darkest places.
Yeah. I said it and literally had to call Andrew and tell him. I was like, I don't know why.
I'm
this
just
is
gonna
funny to
say
me.
I'm just gonna say that's a dangerous joke. I mean,
Well, when I
Yeah.
have kids, my kids are gonna be messed up. So I was driving as well.
yeah, let's not mess everybody else's kids up.
I was driving as well.
Can we just agree on that?
I was driving as well, and I was like, you know what? Someone passed me, and I was like, there's a speed limit for a reason. I'm like, so you don't get a speeding ticket. So one day I can go to my kid and be like, I never got a speeding ticket, son. And if he goes, well, Dad, I just got one, I could be like, and this is why you're the disappointment of the family.
Yeah, I told him he's going to be in the car with his son and his grandson, and his son's going to make a joke to the grandson. He's going to be like, "That's my boy."
Or my
See,
grandson.
mine's gonna be the first one. My son's gonna come home from like college or something and be like, I got like a speeding ticket going 45 over the speed limit on the way back over here. And
You're
I'm
like, that's
my
nothing.
boy."
That's my boy.
You're like, that's
Well,
nothing.
let me tell you a story about when I was a young man
tell you
driving
about
cross
how I
country
lost-
and I topped a mountain on a angle at 110 miles an hour in a 4-cylinder Chrysler.
Son, you may have got a speeding ticket, but they revoked my
But
license.
I almost got arrested.
and they took my license away almost.
No, they took that away because I had to choose between keeping a roof over the head of my fiance and her daughters and paying the speeding tickets. So I chose to keep the roof over our heads for the time.
So therefore, the speeding ticket did come back and take your license away, kind of.
My failure to pay for it took my license. Like, it wasn't a matter of points or anything. It was just a matter of delinquent payment.
Have you got a speeding ticket, Kevin?
Nope.
Nice.
Have I gotten tickets? Yes.
That's
It's not for speeding.
What'd you do?
This one, like I've had other speeding tickets I didn't deserve, but when you're topping a mountain on an angle, like when I'm topping a ridge at 110 on an angle, like it was a bad idea.
And now look.
But
at
yeah,
you.
what'd you do?
You have your CDL permit now.
Yeah, now I'm ruining my career by telling the internet that I drove badly as a young man.
Oh no!
What'd you do, Kevin, to get a speeding or a ticket?
Things.
I like
Stuff.
Was it under the influence?
No.
Better
no,
not have
no,
been.
No. I'm not that dumb.
I'll get some more speeding tickets coming up to what state are you in?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, Minnesota. Tiny Coke.
So cold. This Coke's been in the freezer for too long.
What, you being a Minnesotan?
Would you leave it
or-
outside?
If you're
Oh.
cold in Minnesota and they call it Minnesota,
Then you're not
does that
from
make you a
Minnesota.
soda?
No, if you're cold in Minnesota, you're not from Minnesota.
And Jason or Kevin, are you cold?
What? Just a lot all the time.
Who are those people?
Everyone. Who are you people? There was a clip from Valheim that I put in the best of one where I just go, "You guys come in," and I'm like, I just said everyone's name at the same time. I'm not kidding. I said, and if you slow it down, it actually sounds like I said Jason, Kevin, Andrew. Don't
I said
quote
the
me, but-
alphabet really, really fast. You're right.
I believed that on TikTok and actually slowed down the audio to hear Peter Griffin say it like all the letters. It's just that, but fast.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's not real. I'm like, dang it. You have audio people. Make them like record every letter and make it where it actually is that.
yeah,
Like, it won't even be that
individually-
hard.
Yeah.
Don't even record like the voice actor saying the whole alphabet at once. Just record individually
Mm-hmm.
each letter and then compress them and then put them all together and then compress them again.
And then you'll be able to slow it down.
And then
still hear them.
it'll just come out.
But Kevin,
Hmm?
have you watched the new Cowboy Bebop yet?
No.
Andrew and I watched the first episode last night. Is
You were a fan of the original, right?
Yes.
that a question?
There are going to be things that are very disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have to take it with a grain of salt and treat it as its own original piece based loosely off of the lore. But it's okay
Okay.
Well,
until the end.
do you care
Until
about?
the
I'm not
very,
gonna.
very end. Until
gonna
like
sp-
the last scene.
Not gonna spoil
Then it's
anything,
not
but
okay.
can I ask you a
Oh.
question, Kevin, without you getting mad?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the question is.
Does it's about Jet like as a character from the original series, and it's gonna kind of
Yeah.
give you insight to like his character in the new series.
Yeah, this question is going to have a little bit of spoiler.
Well,
So if you don't want spoiler, tell me.
I've only
so.
seen the
mean-
first episode, so
Well, like, what could absolutely be Isn't it the same story? essentially?
close. It's loosely based off of it. It's got a lot of the similarities, but they've changed some details. Like
It's
Faye-
like Earth 615 instead of 616.
Yeah,
just
it's
just
like a comic.
Actually, I feel like Earth 615 was entirely different from 616. I don't know what 615 was.
Isn't that the one where everyone's just Steve Ditko? There's a
no,
world.
I think 615 was the world where everyone was just Stan Lee.
Well, no,
or
it
was it Stan Lee?
It wasn't Stan Lee. It was a different guy. I thought it was Bush, maybe. I think it was Steve Ditko.
I don't know. But yeah, 615 was just the universe where everybody was the one guy.
But so basically, they made it where like the reason Jet is instead of them only going for food for money, Jet like has a daughter with his ex-wife,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure he wasn't married in the original series. I think it was just a girl he was in love with that left him the watch. And I know for a fact they didn't have a kid together because she like was on the run in the last episode, and that wasn't a concern for her.
Yeah, there was no kid. There was
No.
No. It's good.
No.
And Andrew watched the first episode of the original last night to see like comparison. And Andrew, would you think that you would watch the original show fully now?
I would have watched it way before if I'd have known it was only one season.
Yeah, it's only one season.
He also
That's a
says
nice
he
thing.
will
It's a
finish
quick
Sword
thing
Art
to watch.
eventually.
Might be 4 years.
I'm telling you, it's like Cowboy Bebop and Firefly, which are two of like my biggest cult classic fandoms. They suffered the same thing. They were too true to themselves, and just they didn't pick up enough hype from the mainstream at the time, and they died out before their time.
Well, Cowboy
At least Bebop got finished properly, though.
Well, Cowboy
Yeah.
in Japan was a huge success, and in America, when they finally did the dub, people consider the dub better than the original. Like the voice actors they
definitely
use and
do.
everything. Oh, I mean, like it started a lot of their careers too. Like the Toonami guy is the voice actor for Spike, and also he's Wolverine later in certain shows, and he's just like, oh. It's like Joe DiMaggio, the guy that does Jake the Dog, how he's in like
Mhm.
everything now, and like you can kind of tell it's him, but you can't. Like he's Banshee 44 in Destiny, but you would never know unless you really listen for it.
Yeah.
And that's like Spike's character. He's in everything, but you don't know.
All of his characters though do have the vague aura.
I
of
have
round.
light.
Like they
God?
they all just feel round.
Hold on.
Like my computer started working.
God? Is that you?
The light strip hasn't been working for months, and it just came back.
It's never
It
worked. I
lives.
thought it never
Oh,
worked.
wait, no, it's still broken. Never mind.
Just out of nowhere. I have light. Like God, is that you?
It just popped back on. I'm like, okay.
God
It's still
said,
only the top part that works. though.
God said, "Let there be light."
There was.
On the fourth day.
Yeah.
But no, Cowboy Bebop, it's not great, and I had to watch it, like Jason said, with a grain of salt because I recently watched the original and like got into it. It's not bad, but it definitely changes details that are kind of important.
As its own standalone thing, it is good. It is worth the watch.
Yeah.
But as somebody who so much loved the original,
That's what I told Dennis. Like, since I never watched the original, like watching that to me felt like just another show. Like it was just something new to watch
Well,
because I didn't know anything.
The point of it, and I made the comment when they announced it months ago, or we saw the trailer or something, was I think it's good for people that don't want to get into anime because there's so much once you get into it. Like if I had only watched High School of the Dead and stopped, I would probably have stopped. But no, I've watched over like 50 animes now, and there's more on my list still. So like I can't stop watching that. Like, there's nights where I'll go, I know I'm watching this now, but I kind of want to start another anime, and then I'll start another anime and get trapped. So like it's a trap, like General Akbar says. But I told Andrew, I'm like, this is definitely good for people that don't want to get into anime but still want to know what the hype of it is. And if you don't watch the original show, I would say this would be more enjoyable. If you've never seen the original
if you
one.
don't know why it's not okay,
Yeah.
you'll have a great time.
Because like even the visual effects weren't terrible. I mean, they weren't great, but
No, I was genuinely surprised by the CGI all the way through it. Like you look at the promo and the previews and everything, you're looking at the CGI and you're going, like that's a little sketch. Like I get what they're going for, but that's a little off.
yeah.
And then like you actually watch the show and you forget that it is CGI. Like it blends into everything very well 98% of the time.
The only thing that looked really bad was when Spike was flying through space next to the girl that was faking being pregnant, and like he's in the pod, and I'm like, the pod looks like there's a light glow on the pod, and it kills from the back angle, and I'm like, that just looks bad. Anytime they're in the pod of their ship, it looks like they just filmed a glass dome over a green screen, and it looks horrible.
Well, it looks like the old school overlays they did for like the Gundam series and stuff.
Yeah.
Where they're just like in a void inside of the machine.
But
So
they're-
like again,
new-
that's huh?
They're making a new series.
Another
That-
Gundam?
For
Yeah.
Gundam? For which Gundam?
I don't know. I just heard that. On the news.
Do you know how like Gundam is its own genre? Like it's not a series. Gundam is its own genre. There are so many different stories and series built off of the idea of Gundams.
I just know they're
love
making a
Gundam.
new show.
I really want to collect the figurines.
What's is Neon Genesis the Gundam thing? Isn't that like considered the best Gundam, like from the 80s or something?
It's one of the favored ones.
Yeah.
But like technically one of my all-time favorite animes is a Gundam genre sci-fi anime, which is Code Geass. But they're not like Gundams. They're like mini Gundams, I guess. They're just a smaller fight platform.
Yeah. Basically,
But yeah,
Gundams are just
that's its own
Power Rangers.
Well, not even that. They're just humanoid pilotable fighting craft things. They're just
Power Rangers.
yeah. They're just mech suits.
So
They're just gigantic mech suits.
Is Netflix remaking the Gundam, Andrew? Do you know?
Probably.
I don't know who's making it.
Because if it's Netflix, I actually would probably watch it because they remade Voltron.
If it's like,
and Voltron, like the remake, is just way ahead of its time. Like it's fantastic.
well, and Netflix is getting in on all of those because Netflix did. They did Voltron. They've done She-Ra and He-Man now. They're just digging up the 80s.
Yeah.
And just handing it back to us. Like, hey, you guys dropped this. Here. We picked it up. We cleaned it. We did some things. Here you go.
So it's a TV show. It's called Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. It comes on next year.
Mobile Suit Gundam is one of their series back in the day. Mobile Suit. Heard that one. Yeah. Is it a movie or a show?
It's a TV show.
Oh, okay. No, it might be decent. Netflix does a really good job with other anime stuff, though. Cause wait, what's it called?
What?
You said Witch something?
Oh,
the Witch from Mercury.
Mobile Suit Gundam is from 1979.
That was one of the that was the Gundam.
That was around the time
Like-
Voltron came out.
Gundam.
Which Voltron, I believe, was an American thing. God, the original Voltron looks so weird. And the original Voltron was 1984. And then the new one was 2016 to 2018. I still want to watch the original just because I've heard they changed so much in the new one.
Yeah,
But-
and then they had that's not surprising because Netflix now has the right to the, as far as I know, to the whole Mobile Suit Gundam series. Like they've got what is it, Orphans or whatever.
They have
Yeah, there's
orphans?
Netflix.
Are they Batman? Adopting orphans?
Iron Blooded Orphans. That's what it is. Which I was watching for a while there, which was really good.
You watched Darwin's Game in the hotel.
Yes, I did.
Have you heard of that, Kevin? It's like Sword Art
No.
kind of, but IRL.
It's instead of virtual reality, instead of VR, it's AR.
Oh,
And
okay.
but it's like magic AR. It's kind of cool. Like they really started stretching it at the end there, but it was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
I saw it. It was one of those nights I said, I'm gonna start an anime tonight. I could be watching this, but no, I'm gonna start anime. And I watched it. I was like, this isn't bad. And then I finished it and was like, no, that holds up. I kind of hope for a season 2, to be honest. Like, they haven't confirmed a season 2, but it wasn't bad.
Apparently, there's two other things. There's a new movie.
Yeah, it's called Hathaway or Halfway or something.
No,
Mobile Suit? Yeah, it came out in 2021. Unless they're working on more
no,
things.
next year.
Oh, next year. I got
New
you.
movie called I don't even know how to say that. Kookaroos, Dawn's Island.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Kookaroos.
So it sounds like something you would see in Zelda or something.
Kookaroos. How do you
It's supposed
spell
to be
it?
like your what? How do you think you spell it?
I don't know.
Kukarus.
No, CU.
Cuckoos. Cuckoos.
Kookaroos.
Kukakarus.
Yeah,
Kakarot.
and then there's a spin-off one called Aurora Hunt.
Kakarot.
Aurora
I'm
Hunt's
not-
what it is.
No, see, Doan's Island is from 1979.
Andrew starts
Unless they're
reading
coming
the
out with
list
a
of
movie.
every single
Look.
episode.
Look, this was released via Funimation.
Hey,
Okay, it says next year.
hey, speaking of things that are being made, the new Dragon Ball Z movie has been announced called Super Superhero. Dragon Ball Super Superhero. And it's a 3D animation style, and it's not bad. They definitely
Now you've completely lost my interest.
No, I'm going to be honest. They've actually this is the first time I've seen 3D animation that has really good assets. Like this actually looks like the video games, but it looks like an anime too. Like I don't think it's as good as Broly. Kevin and I were talking about that last night. Was like the Broly movie was like the original artist came back and worked on it, and that's why it looks so good. You and I watched Broly together, Jason, at the church. And
Yeah, we put it on the big screens after we installed them.
it was a good movie, and like people are waiting for the next arc, so like they're hoping that this is now the start, because that's what they did with Super. Was they started it with the movie for Beerus, I think, right, Kevin?
So
Was it Beerus or was it when Frieza came back?
I think it was Frieza. It was Golden Frieza.
Yeah, they started it with that, and then they eventually made
Golden
the show.
Frieza?
Yeah, it's the first arc for
I'm sorry.
Super.
You know my big problem with Dragon Ball Z?
Everyone keeps getting better and better.
Well, no, I can deal with the cheesy tropes and the nobody can ever actually beat Goku because Goku's always going to get more powerful than everybody
It's
else.
because he
he's
wishes to the
Goku.
dragon. No one knows that, but he wishes to
No,
the dragon.
I can deal with all of that. My problem is that they still do it like they did it in the early 90s and in the 80s, where there's a recap constantly. It takes 5 months for like a 40-second fight scene to go down. It's like, no, I'm sorry.
Well,
I can't. I am an ADHD millennial. Okay? Just let me binge watch the damn thing and let something change from one episode to the other.
Super.
That's one of the
Super was
main
better.
reasons I like Dragon Ball Abridged, though, because it's all the fun of Dragon Ball, but with hilariousness.
No, I like Dragon Ball Abridged for other reasons.
Super.
Mostly the hilariousness.
Super definitely wasn't like that though. Super actually didn't really have a lot of recap that I remember. I like
No,
Super.
but it still took freaking 5 episodes for them to do freaking 20 minutes worth of stuff. Like,
yeah, there's some moments where you're
You
like,
could've-
okay, this is
you could have watched it in real time and gotten done with what they were doing faster.
there are times
Like,
where
that is problematic.
I wish animes wouldn't put a time on things, because like there's times where like it's been 5 minutes and I'm like, it's been 20 minutes. What are you talking about?
Like when Frieza's blowing up Namek.
Yes, that took 12 episodes in the first. No, that was more than 12.
It was
It's
so
like he
many.
says, "You have 5 minutes to defeat me, or the planet destroys." And it's like it's been like 20 episodes. Why is the planet still being blown up? And it's what?
Exactly. It's so.
If they
Like,
didn't
it
put
just
time
breaks-
frames on things and just said, "I'm going to blow up the planet today," it would have worked better. So Z was great, but Super I liked. The whole Ultra Instinct part was just awesome. Like I think that's everyone's big moment for why Super was so good, was the Ultra Instinct. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's the same thing happened when he went Super Saiyan the first time.
not really, because this time it was very different. He went to make a spirit bomb and then got stopped mid spirit bomb and then got sucked up by the spirit bomb. And then the fighting continued. They were like, "No, that's acceptable because technically Goku killed himself." And then Beerus was like, started like sensing something. He's like, he's coming. And then out of nowhere, the music gets all like really orchestral. And then you see like where Goku died, like air is sucking to that spot, and he comes back in Ultra Instinct form, and like they just did a really good job with that intro. They did elongate it though, trying to get back to the end of the fight.
How many episodes did it take from the time that he started the Spirit Bomb until he came back from
I
it.
think it was one. It was all in
I'm
the
so
same
proud of their
episode.
growth. It's
Well,
really
it was
funny.
actually a fan that made Super, if I'm not mistaken. Kevin might
Oh,
know
I have
more.
no idea.
I think a
I
fan
have
of
no
a
idea.
Kiri It's a Kiri Toriyama, right? No, that's a gaming guy.
No, Akira. No, Toriyama's Dragon Ball.
It is?
I believe so.
Who's the guy that did oh, I'm thinking of Kojima. Yeah. No, Akira Toriyama he was a fan of his, and he made like a fan manga that became canon. Don't be mad at me, internet. Because I'm going off of old information I've read up a long time ago.
idea what he's talking.
No, it's old information from years ago. Because I watched the videos between episodes of people like breaking down the manga. So like I kind of like, I don't want to read manga because I can't read left to right or right to left, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, it's interesting.
I feel like when you try to remember something, I can hear an 80s style like computer wall turn on, and then I just smell burning dust.
No, it's not that. I quick.
Like,
Microwave.
I quick to it. Indian, stop! Sorry.
What?
No, I'm trying to get the Indian out. It's a demon.
Oh my god.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
So do you think they're ever going to add any Dragon
just-
Ball Z to multiverse?
we just need to do a segment called potentially controversial things that Finger said.
Indian, stop.
Where are you going? Look at
It's
the
cat.
kitty. So what you doing?
Hello, this is my fat baby.
You can
Chocolate?
speak.
Big.
Oh god, he just became a Bond villain.
Wait, turn
Like
around in your
three-
chair and slowly
Three
turn back
times
around.
over.
All right, really quick. It's going to be a difficult time picking the next Bond because not only are they going to pick probably someone else, but both Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds want to play Bond.
Dwayne wants to play it because his grandfather was a villain years ago.
And he doesn't want to be a villain if he does it.
Let's see how this goes.
I mean, it would be interesting to get the first not old white man Bond.
Ryan Reynolds wants to do it, so just let him do it.
Ryan Reynolds is done with Disney, apparently.
The name's Pool. Deadpool.
Deadpool. I was thinking the same thing.
So yeah, there's a new game coming out that I want
Yeah?
to play.
Tail.
Well, what game is that?
It's Multiverses. It's like the Nickelodeon All Star Brawl game we played.
Oh yeah.
Probably
But it's
better.
free to play.
It's
Yeah,
free to play.
probably
They said there's
much better, and they're not going to charge you $50.
Wait, is that the one with
What?
like Warner
Shaggy?
Brothers characters?
It's got
Yeah.
Shaggy going Ultra
Yeah,
Instinct. in
Ultra
it.
Instinct Shaggy. Yes.
Yeah. He goes, that's only a fraction of my power.
And it's played by the live action voice actor for Shaggy.
Yeah,
Here.
You
they
mean
actually
Daryl?
have real voices. It's not just
Yeah, Kevin Conroy is Batman in it. Look okay, what am I dealing
they
with?
have they have plans for like an ever expanding roster, like for years to
Chocolate!
come. Like with Smash Brothers being gone, that's pretty much the next game.
The rest of my game is just cat, or my video is just cat cam. Oh no, she dropping keyboard.
Chiclet, as a cat of the community, how do you feel about the current political climate?
Real.
It is not good. Do better.
He's no good.
Interesting. I see your point. Yes, your multiple points.
hear this, but she's making the mic make sounds, and it's coming on Discord. She's purring into the mic. Tell us more.
Well, podcast is done, guys. That we're doing a new segment here. It's just going to be all focused on the cat.
Chatting with Chicklet.
You okay?
Cat chat.
Cat chat.
The podcat.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Dabbing cat.
No,
That's
no,
your
we're not going
podcast,
back to
okay.
that. We're not going back to that.
We're not
That-
doing the
that needs
dabbing
to stay
unicorn
in the
ever again.
grave. Those need to stay in the graves.
I don't think we have room for more podcasts. We barely can stay focused on this one.
Are you speaking for your cat or?
Yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about. I'm just watching your cat be stupid on your desk.
I'm just gonna leave it here for a little bit until I get tired of it.
It's like you're narrating your cat.
Here we have a cat scratching her face on a keyboard. Now she is tired of scratching her cat face.
Chiclet!
Now she heard you. She looked at the camera. She's like, "Excuse me, father, too."
I got an idea.
Oh no.
Do it again, but look at the camera.
She's like so confused.
All right, now Kevin, you do it.
Do what?
Scream.
Scrum.
You my good girl.
Huh?
Make her lose weight.
Rude.
You hear that? I'm gonna force the weight out of you, you fat.
You fat
We-
chiclet.
We were watching animal videos yesterday, and there was one where this cat was going on the wheel, like the hamster wheel thing, but for cats. And it
There's
got
a
on
hamster
for
wheel
like
for
2
cats?
seconds. But yeah,
It took like
We got
5
on.
steps, got off, and laid down.
he's like before it actually got off the meal, the treadmill thingy. I don't
The
know
meal.
what to
I
call
mean,
it.
it didn't get off a meal. It was looking for another one.
So before he got off of this thing, he's like, "Oh, that's neat. I'm gonna buy you that chiclet." And then he gets off, and I'm like, "Never mind." Or he's like, "Never mind."
Because
That's exactly what she would do. She would walk on it for like 4 or 5 steps and just be like, all right, well, that was fun. I'm gonna go.
no more chiclet cam. Unless this is more
No.
entertaining than me. Okay.
Everybody say goodnight, chiclet.
I'll just come down here. Hello. I got the kiss out of it.
Chiclet, just slap him in the cheeks until he stops making that voice.
Bring the cat back.
She made my light move. I can't see. I looked into it.
What?
Look into my light.
I saw the light.
I saw the light. No more darkness. No
I've gone
more
blind.
If you've gone blind, wouldn't that be
Don't
perpetual?
question it.
So last week around this time, Andrew ruined the podcast by making me open
Religious
Steam.
people hate it when you question.
By making me open Steam to download Halo Infinite. But let's talk about Halo Infinite now. We've all played it a little bit.
Such a great game.
It's actually really good.
Oh, really, Andrew?
I'm not a big PvP guy, but yeah, it's pretty fun. I've never done PvP like this, like except for Destiny Gambit on occasion with you guys on a keyboard and mouse. So
Yeah.
like that's been really tough to get used to.
I'm not
But-
ready to go back.
Oh yeah, we got to get back to Halo in a month almost because of the 30th anniversary and then the year. Did I say? What did I say?
Halo.
What did I miss?
What?
What?
You'll never know.
Welcome to the
What?
podcast.
What did we miss?
No,
Good
so
question.
we were
What 8 steps you took outside of our universe before you came back did we miss? That's the question here.
we were having a conversation with our dad and savior Nerion. What did I just say? Nerion, and I was saying something.
Something
And
about being saved by the Navy.
apparently,
In the
I
Navy.
apparently I
Navy.
missed something, and I'm like, wait, what did I miss? And they're like, don't tell him. I'm like, no, what did I miss? And they're like, don't tell him. I'm like, what did I miss? So it became
Because it was an
ongoing.
obvious joke, and you completely
I
bypassed it.
don't know. Did I make the joke?
Yes.
I did. What was it?
You'll never know.
My cat's hitting my screens now.
The
We can
world
see.
may never
Come
know.
here.
We can see your whiskers pop up on the camera every now and then.
Hey,
Make her lick the camera. Actually, no, don't do that. No, okay.
Hi, Chicklet. I see you.
This is what I was hoping for.
That's
This is what I
therapeutic
pay
right
for.
there.
Huh?
I said
This is
that's
what I-
therapeutic right there. We're giving out the good content here today. Them snuggles, them lovins.
Now you can put cats in the title.
You can boop your snoots.
I'm just gonna take a picture of my cat and make her the thumbnail this week. Aren't I, baby?
Hi, Chicklet. Everybody
She-
needed your dose of serotonin. There it is, right there.
She has heavy paws. We had no sound going last night. And you can just hear her just walking down.
We were watching a movie and she's just out there like, wow, 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 and I'm like, dang, Chicklet, lose some weight, right? You need to lose some
You
weight.
can hear it and feel it.
when your cat's footsteps are heavy enough to shake the floor.
I was like, she walks heavier than I do, and I'm a 330-pound man. Like I
She's
walk
a
with
cat.
silence, and she's like a 30-pound cat. Like I'm double her.
I go back and forth, and I honestly don't understand it anymore because I was always the quiet walker, and then I got fat, and I wasn't as quiet a walker. Now it goes back and forth where sometimes I'm like the loudest footsteps on the block, and
Yes.
then other times you won't hear me when I'm a half a foot behind.
You're an elephant.
She is, or I am.
You are.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where I'm just thump 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 thump, and I think part of it is just my hips being out of place from my back because I'm getting old.
No.
That's a view.
That is her butt. Sorry,
I'm pretty
so
it was
Halo
the front
Infinite.
armpit.
Halo Infinite is really good. We're streaming it Sundays for a little while, and until the campaign comes out. But it's been really good so far.
Actually, technically speaking, it comes out in 2 weeks.
Yes, it does.
From
But,
Wednesday, it comes out 2
Like
weeks.
it feels like
Are we
Halo
all
reaches
playing the story?
multiplayer.
Oh wait,
Uh,
we can't all play it together.
Well,
yet,
we're gonna play it
'cause,
separately
restricting it.
if we want, and then we'll do the co-op on Legendary. So we'll do alone, whatever difficulty.
So
you
you've
want.
all got a certain period of time to get good at the game on your own.
You
and then we're
have
going head first in.
Yeah.
you have plenty of time though. It'll be like April or May.
The open
I
world
just
side
wanna
of it
eat
is
some
actually
grunts.
really good. The
I
open
just wanna
world
eat some grunts.
looks so good.
It's all but eating grunts. It's all I care about. I just want to pick up one of those grunts and throw him softball style at another grunt.
Chicklet,
Just underhanded bowling. I
you are
want to eat grunts.
You are ruining the position of my desk, Chicklet, or my screen. I had this
She
perfectly
is
straight.
just terrorizing everything. on his
She's
screen.
not
Hi,
allowed on
look,
my
we got a
desk.
I'm
Doge.
never allowed up here.
Yeah, and she's
We
like
can see the Doge.
she's like putting Look, it's Kevin.
Hi, me.
This is the
Camera
most
reception.
unorganized thing I've ever But cat.
Yeah, she derailed it like a Christmas tree train. She just
Look at the camera over here. Do you want to oh
It's got a camera full of eyeballs.
Can I help you?
This is why you guys come to the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
that's right
the
here.
cat break.
This is the best podcast we've ever made. It's just 30 minutes of a cat pushing Dennis's camera around.
Oh, here's the view. Yep.
We should just, I honestly, so when we do get the new podcast set finished, like it's going to be kind of started, but we might just go ahead and start doing it once we get the board and see if those mics sound decent.
Can you rebrand it to a
I want to
have.
I want to have a camera on Chicklet that we just keep there so that camera can just be in the podcast in her, even if she's sleeping in her bed. I just want to have her like a Chicklet
Just like
camera.
wherever she is, set up a camera.
Yeah.
And you can just splice it in every now and then.
The look I'm getting right now. Excuse me, ma'am.
Just snap a GoPro. A
GoPro.
GoPro.
Well, it depends on connectivity. I
Just,
don't know. I don't know.
just put a stick and face the GoPro back at her. So she's just walking around with a stick coming off of the back of her neck.
She looks unhappy to be on camera.
No, she's just got that face. She's always like that.
I like this cat. She is a good cat
has
though.
like 4 chins.
Out of all, out of
I
all the
can't say
cats in the
nothing once,
world,
I got in trouble the last
out of
time.
all the cats in the world, like she's a really decent cat.
Yeah,
You,
she's
look,
sweet enough.
you can see how fat she is. Look at this.
Tubby kitty!
He's like, no, don't touch me there. That is my
So
nose.
No,
sorry.
no, don't touch me there.
It
It's not a
scared me when
scary
she bit me because I was staring at the camera and I was a late reaction.
It was too late. She already bit you.
But no, so
Chiclet, is he being
She's
mean?
not happy. Look at that tail. What is going on?
she just falls off the desk.
She's like half laying down.
Her
She's,
legs
like,
are stuck
reaching
under
down
her fat.
next to the
Her,
desk.
her legs are down there.
She's like got her legs. It looks like sticking between the
Are you
desk and the
okay?
wall.
She looks so fat right there.
Jabba
Her
the
head looks so
Hutt.
small.
Jabba the Hutt. What are you doing on
I
my
have never
desk?
I have never seen a cat look so much like a corgi.
She has such a small head right there.
The paw right here looks like the corgi too.
I've never seen a cat look so much like a corgi.
It's okay, Chicklet. You're my dog. Right.
She looks like an overweight corgi.
Right, dog? You want to see what happens when she gets a treat?
Sure.
Hold on, let's
This
get
is literally just a cat cast.
This is the podcast now.
Yeah.
This is it.
Just call us a catacast.
The podcast. I like the podcast.
This is how fat my cat is. I can't get it. My hand stuck. Help.
And this is how fat I am. It's like she's licking the Cheeto dust off of your fingers.
That's enough for you
All right.
tonight.
It's confirmed. We're calling this a podcast special.
It's literally just 40 minutes of a cat.
Pretty
We have
much.
been spending way too much time focusing on the cat and have completely derailed everything that we were once talking about.
It's a Halo Infinite, right, guys? Say goodbye, Chicklet. Your time's done.
Goodbye, Chiclet.
She's like, whatever. Is this
I'll read
snacks?
you anyways. I don't know one is these.
All right, Chicklet. Time for you to get off the desk. Come here, baby.
Fat cat.
And then Fat Human. Hello, I am Fat Human. Sorry,
Hello,
I'm so
Fat-
sorry.
King Julian.
That is not how I expected this to go today. But Cat was good.
No, that was great. Perfect.
Serotonin for you guys, I guess, like Jason was saying. Or melatonin if you're tired. There's Kitty. Where's my computer mouse? Hello? Okay. Well, okay. So
Well,
what else?
I mean,
what else is there?
Healthy serotonin does help produce.
Oh, so
It
Spider-Man.
does help the production of melatonin. So
Spider-Man Home Far Man car.
What?
No way home.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Wait, is it No Way Home or Far From Home?
No way home.
They released their trailer, and it looks
Second
good.
trailer.
And apparently someone's getting punched by no one.
They're getting
So-
punched by John Cena. Someone made a picture of John Cena in a Spider-Man suit. Punch like I think it was Boss Logic who made most of the Infinity War posters. He made John Cena wearing a Spider-Man costume and was like, "Yes, it was me that punched Lizard in the
That's
face."
amazing.
But no, it's been yeah, everyone's saying that Marvel's just doing their usual visual effects hiding of their characters so that they can
No
surprise you.
spoilers.
Yeah, because it could. Yeah. I saw a trailer today actually on TikTok that was apparently overseas. That has Andrew Garfield and Pete and Toby swinging with him in those moments that we're supposed to be seeing. So like you see who the lizard actually is getting punched by. So it's a little. Yeah. Where are you meowing at? No, you cannot leave the room. But I'm excited. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see
I'll
it
take
6
her.
times. Do you want her for a second?
No, she doesn't like me. She likes Matthew more than me.
Your floor carpet?
Yeah. Watch.
Matthew?
We're sharing my cat. Because sharing is
Well, yeah,
caring.
she won't let us have any other pets in the house.
Well, the land people won't know either.
Just
What
get a
happened?
goldfish.
I do want a fish tank eventually. What'd she do, Andrew?
She dunked Matthew.
Her boyfriend?
Yeah, she wants
Matthew is what he calls his doormat.
What are we
by the
calling
way.
the couch? We need to name our
Yes,
furniture.
yes.
Whatever it is, Chicklet likes it.
Whatever name we give the couch needs to be preluded with the term coach. There's going to
Just
be
call it
Coach Blank instead of couch.
There's a
Coach.
character in Left 4 Dead named Coach, so it's Coach now.
It's Coach James. Wait, can we
We
call
call
it
it
Coach
Jameson?
Champa? Because my coach in elementary school, his name was Champa, Coach Champa, and he was also my safety patrol leader. He was nice. His daughter had cancer.
So I think we're done.
So Halo Infinite. No, we did good. We got to promote Nereon's or our Nereon. We just promoted
It's
Nereon.
not just near.
No, we promoted Nereon. That's it. We just posted Near. Like his
Just
link. His link will begin to be under the bio. We're doing some videos with him soon for his channel and Twitch and stuff. He does something called First Take, which is kind of like what we do with OK for Kids, but it's more of him playing the game and then making the results of how he feels about it.
God, I can't wait to get my phone back.
But yeah, and welcome new people. We're so happy you're here. Help us get to 200 before December 31st. So that
For
we
the
can
new year.
so that we can tell people, "Hey, guess what? We've been doing this for 1 year and a half."
Actually help us get to 201.
Why?
Well, no, 202. 202. That's what it is.
Why?
Help us get to 202
Why?
because it's 2022 and I like the number 2.
I don't like the number 2
I like
Me
the
too.
number 2.
because it makes me think of how I should be in a relationship.
What?
1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Come to realize my favorite number is 117 because Master Chief will be proud.
My favorite number is 7, actually.
Ah,
My
you're
favorite
one of
number
them.
is actually 2.
Yeah, I know. Everything that you make has like 2 in it. Literally, he does like
well, it's from my birthday because it's yeah. There's three 2s in my birthday. It just repeats itself, and there's one in the month, one in the day, one in the year.
Your birthday's not in December, is it?
yes, it is
That's what I thought.
12/12.
I saw your license plate because I never knew your actual birthday.
What day is your birthday? The 2nd? Oh no! Not only do I have to pay you rent, but I also got to take you out to dinner.
No, I'm not that worried about it.
No, we'll still go out even if it's not that day.
I am long past the point of birthdays mattering.
Well, I do want to take
well,
you
not
out.
long past,
If-
but I am past the
I'm
point
already
of
way
birthdays
out.
mattering.
If Andrew's off on Sunday next week, I think the 3 of us should go out to go eat for your birthday.
I'm off on. Wait, no, maybe.
You
Do
might
you want me to be off?
No, it's just a birthday dinner. We can go for lunch or something.
I need you guys to understand how many Twizzlers I have eaten today
Would you be mad if I
About
told you
2.
I had 2?
and just how big they were.
Would you be mad if I told you I had 2? I saw them on the thing and I grabbed it by accident and then ate it.
Yeah,
and
I
then
used to
grabbed
do
another
that.
No, you're good.
one. I saw them. I was like,
to come out, so
Twizzlers.
I'm not doing that again.
they make me like get really gassy if I eat too many
Yeah,
of them.
Twizzlers just make me sick now. I used to eat them a lot as a kid.
It gave me a really bad cavity, so I can't do that.
No, he's a fair lady. Oh, we watched the new paranormal.
Twizzlers are the reason.
We watched the new Paranormal Activity last night. The new one that came out like this year, It's not bad. It's not Paranormal Activity. They should have just called it what they called it, Next of Kin. But it was
had
good.
literally no relation to the series.
Yeah, it was a totally different story. But it was like in its own right, it would have been a really good standalone horror film. I jumped a couple
I
times.
never liked the Paranormal Activity series because they're not spooky, they're not scary. Like there's not
The
actually,
first few were.
it's just all jump scares.
No, this one actually was like spooky. Like they set a tone for it, and like they had their jump scares. I actually jumped a couple times, and Andrew laughed, but
Boo.
it wasn't terrible. And like I said, if it was just called Next of Kin and not Paranormal Activity, it would have been good.
We also paused at a moment with the girl doing like
It looked like someone stole her weave, even though she was like a really blue-eyed white girl.
Have you all ever seen a tumbleweave?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I was there.
Like,
with you.
okay. Yeah.
I was waiting for the bus, and
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we just saw weave going down the street, and I'm like, you're like, that's a tumbleweave, and I'm
It's
like,
it's like
yep,
it's an
that is.
absolutely South Florida thing. We don't have tumbleweeds. We have tumbleweaves. You'll just be walking down the city street, and you'll just see a rolling tumbleweave.
I'll never forget when I went to Northeast, and like girls would just fight and rip out each other's weave all the time, and I was like, what is going on?
Man, y'all are hardcore, just tearing each other's hair out. That's crazy, man.
And then she's like, did you just pull my weave out? Did you just pull my weave out?
Like, no, you pulled your own weave out. That's how they work.
And then she takes her
Move
weave
in
off
the
and
wrong
hands it to her friend, and then they fight. And I'm like, excuse me, what just happened?
No, that's a whole wig. Weaves are different. Weaves are weaves because they're weaved, woven, weaved.
What? Yeah,
There's a
weave
big
is...
difference between a weave and a wig, is what I'm saying.
Kevin,
Yeah. I'm so confused.
say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're gonna end on that because I
Say
forgot what I was
goodbye, Kevin. Goodbye, Kevin.
We made Near do that earlier, and he said it like perfectly. I say goodbye, Near. And he's like, bye, Near. But thank you guys for watching. Like I said,
Near.
if you
So
made it to this point,
far.
check out the links below. Check out our merchandise. Check out Doing It Wrong, but it's working. Check out Nereon. Check out Andrew. Check out Dennis. Check out Kevin. Check out Dennis. I mean Jason. I'm not Dennis. You're Jason. I mean you're Jason.
Check
I'm
out me.
Dennis.
Check out them. Check out me. Check out them. Check out me. Check out me. Check out me.
Look at
check
me.
out them.
now look at them. Now look at me. Now look at the back of them. Look
Look
back
at
at
And
me.
also, if you want to
Now
see
look
more
at your
pictures of
boyfriend.
Kitty, I
Now
will
look back at me.
when I take
Now look back
photography,
at
I
your
will take
boyfriend.
pictures of Kitty. Also, I'm starting a GoFundMe page to
For us?
remove the Indian spirit in my body.
If you would like,
If you would like to remove,
We're starting
I
a
couldn't even say
GoFundMe
it,
to
dude.
remove the remainder of the previous life of Dennis. That's
it's kind of like
we
Transferring.
need to get him a tongue chiropractor so they can crack it back where it belongs. And
No, we
he
need to
can
get-
stop
we need to get
listing
me-
off into random
you
accents.
need to get me a tongue exorcist.
I don't
Andrew's
think
like, how do you
he's-
exercise? Andrew's like, exactly. Andrew goes, you work out. So
you
Andrew's
made
like,
that joke. I'm like, how did I
Andrew,
not think you
Andrew
were gonna
goes,
say that?
how do you exercise? And I'm like, he's like, what'd you say? A house or something?
A
How do you
cat.
exercise a cat? And I'm like, you make it work out.
You can get a little treadmill.
Cats love this.
How do you exercise a tongue? You do tongue exercises.
I got ways
Yogurt?
to exercise a tongue
What do you do?
that I can't say.
Yogurt?
Meow skirts.
Yogurt. We're
I feel
gonna
like
go with
I
yogurt.
feel like eating ice cream would be the best way to.
Isn't this podcast over?
Have you choked over on ice
Okay.
cream?
I feel like all of this needs to be after the credits. Like the credits have already rolled and it just kind of fades back in and we're still just sitting here.
I wish. I really
And then we
wish.
just cut to a black screen like right here, and everyone just forgets about it.
Yeah, it's like The Sopranos. It just cuts off mid-sent.
Have you ever choked on ice cream?
Yes.
I've done it
No,
twice.
but I choked on.